What up, NFT fam? Let's talk about what the news is. I'll start off with some pictures that I drew today. These are pretty much straight from my old sketchbook, Be Yourself. This one is called Growing Up Sad. um, New parents and losing a friend or lost friend. So, something very interesting happened. There were two Twitter spaces going on at night. There was some kind of drama in the Pudgy Penguins community. From what I gather, it was that a moderator was not getting paid enough for their services, and decided to be transparent about it. Um, and that's pretty much all I know. Um, but what I've gotten from like listening to the Twitter spaces and the community is the biggest takeaway for me is that projects are going to need NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, to protect themselves from anyone talking about their projects, basically, because I don't know what the floor of Pudgy Penguins was, but it's currently at 0.96, and I don't remember Pudgy Penguins at 0.95, or it got as low as 0.9, and I don't remember that. I think it was in the 1.5s or 2s. So any type of drama within a community can definitely affect the floor, which affects investors, which is kind of scary, because they are really the heart of everything. Without them, it would just be nothing, right? It would just be a dream. Um, so, and then on the other side, as an employee in this lucrative space, we really have to know what our value is and ask for it. And if not, I guess keep it moving because other people are willing to pay more. Like some projects won't pay more than whatever they're willing to give, but other projects are willing to give more. And it's important to know what your worth is. Um, so this is from the Pudgy Penguin space. Apparently, Elon Musk got in there, but I wasn't in there, so I can't confirm. I mean, unless somebody photoshopped it, right? I don't know. But it seems like, that's the picture. So, um, Elon Musk has talked about NFTs before, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was a holder and just popped in to see what was going on. It makes sense. I could see if being feasible that he would be a holder and would want to know what's going on. Um, and then I saw this. So Darth was the person who was working for Pudgy Penguins and then decided to leave, and kind of talk about his experience. So because of that, he got a nice job offer from Fungibles, saying that they would give him $100,000 for 6 months of his time and an option to have $100,000 for another 6 months. So that's really nice, a $200,000 salary. Um, so know your worth, because as a moderator, it seems like the floor could be $200,000. Why not? If projects are making millions of dollars, what is the worth of a moderator is the real question of the day. And, but we're in a capitalistic society, so it's like none of those amounts have to be paid, because just because a company makes profits doesn't mean that they're going to share it, right? That's capitalism. That's why we have a minimum wage, right? Because if there wasn't, it would probably be like, hey, who wants to work for 2 cents an hour? And probably someone would be like, I need to. And they'd be like, okay, we'll help you. But realistically, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just because a company makes millions of dollars does not mean that they're going to share, but it is kind of interesting to see the inner workings of who pays what, like what's going on. And the only way that that will be shielded from the public is with non-disclosure agreements protecting what they pay and what's going on, because, any type of drama could lead to floor problems with the floor. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's like know your value, know what's going on, and hopefully a project, that makes a lot wants to give that back to the people that are working for it, or to their community, whatever the case may be. So that's what I learned today on Twitter because of this whole thing. I saw this from Poc. I really thought this concept was interesting. Also, have a concept for a demo NFT in which you acquire the NFT that are unable to sell it, and it auto expires, burns after X days. During the time that you are an owner, you may use the utility, access to a specific closed community, for instance, etc., etc. So a demo NFT sounds cool because then it's like you only have a certain amount of time to use it and then it expires. It's not like you could keep selling it. It's just done. I guess that's what I got from it. Also, another kind of thing back to the Pudgy Penguins thing is what the hell was I going to say because it flew out of my head? I have no idea. I guess it'll come back. Big week for the Fomori merch, IP rights, Christmas drop, updates on our free therapy fund, and more. So that's exciting. I'm excited for the merch. I definitely want some Crypto Mores merch. Oh, so here's some more. After working as a mod, yesterday I was randomly promoted to community manager by the Pudgy team without ever agreeing to any terms for the new role. Last night I decided to leave the team after seeing how unprofessional the founders handled my situation. So that's the only like concrete information from this person who worked for them can say. You know, everything else was pretty much on a Twitter space, which I didn't get a lot of, but so it's just sad, you know, sad situation, sad for everybody involved, sad for the investors. I don't know what the floor was. I'm curious. And I wonder if the floor is going to rally because of how many people, you know, want to support the people that got hurt. Another thing that I thought of in my mind was like what Gary Vee was saying about like, you know, like winters and NFT and like what happened with the Robinhood community of like this community has not yet experienced like the insanity of something like that happening, like something bad happening to a community member because of a failed investment. So this was kind of scary because it like rocks the investor community, which is like scary because people may be over investing in with money they don't have or whatnot, and you know it may fuck with your mind. And so I hope everyone is doing a lot of self-care to protect themselves from fluctuating markets and whatnot. So another thing, this was a Clayling's advent calendar. I just retweeted it. I went back to their page and I was like trying to figure out what my retweets were, if I got all of them. And like I didn't get all of them, and like the ones that I remember retweeting like weren't there. So I was like, it's okay. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep retweeting these, but they're cute. I saw this from Pac. Mainstream adoption won't be through art; it will be through design and gaming. I would say that you know, his latest project Merge, it wasn't for the art. It's a white circle on a black background, so it's not for the art. It's definitely for the design and the gaming feature. So I agree with him on that. Gary Vee says, last time before Series 2. I'm so excited for Series 2. If you're in the market to buying VeeFriends Series 1 before we drop Series 2 next year and you want some white glove service, this guy can help you. So I'm very excited for Series 2. It looks like they're wrapping up Series 1. The Simple Man said something really sweet to me. Just want to say I hear you often speaking in the 137Pm Twitter spaces, and you're very engaging with all your questions and knowledge of NFTs. So I gave you a follow and took a look at your project. Great stuff. So that really warms my heart. Thank you so much. This was day 11, 25 days of Poap from Vinny Hager. You know this pattern? I've been seeing it everywhere, but I didn't know what the collection was. The collection is called Letters. Let me show you. Either letter or letters. I think it's letters. Here, letters. So cute. There's only 1,000 of them, but they're more than halfway sold out, and they're holding a really nice floor, which is really cool. And as I was speaking to him today, I was like, you know, I'm really vibing. Like, we're both minimal doodle artists, and it's given me a lot of hope. And his story is that he kept his old, like, work from when he was, like, younger, like, just doodling. And then he basically made his way up on the ranks of art. Like he started selling his pieces, and his message was kind of like baby steps, patience, baby steps, like you'll get there in time. Like I kind of feel that way because I've sold a portion of my work, right? People are paying me to be an artist, and I feel like I'm kind of going in his direction. Like he has like a nice foundation. And I think I will get there too with enough time. So it's just patience, time, dedication, work ethic, all that stuff, you know, basically deciding you want, like, because I was like, how did you know that you, like, why didn't you have that starving artist mentality of like how were you surviving? And he was like, people were paying for my work early on. So that's amazing. Like if you're getting paid to be an artist, it gives you an opportunity to be an artist, which is really, really cool. So there was that. If you ever like want the Poap word, just like DM me on Twitter. I'm like totally fine with helping anybody that needs help. I sometimes need help myself. So if you know it, help me out too. But I'm always on that Poap word. I saw this in a Twitter space and I thought it was really pretty. It was just nice photography, but it's on a Solana. I don't really know a lot about Solana, but it's called Soul Pix. If you're a Solana person, these two are really cute. This was day 11. They talked about it, so I retweeted to alert everybody that they're this is Vinny Hager, and this is one of his pieces, and he's just talking about his collection letters. I was in another Twitter space and kind of sharing my work, and this guy Skate, he said some very sweet things to me, which made me feel nice. Like he was like, "One day you'll be in a mansion and on a yacht," and I was like, "Oh my god!" It just really like I love that positivity, motivation, like where somebody believes in you. It's so much, especially when you don't have it in your inner circle or from your family. Like it's really nice. It's a really nice feeling to be lifted up by others. So I retweeted his work and I said, show him some love. He's got a really sweet, uplifting spirit. And I do like his art too. The shark is really neat and an interesting color. Pac said, I had to prepare before the ash drop to make sure you spend less. So there it looks like there's going to be an ash drop, which I'm kind of excited about because I want to have an experience like I did with the Blutes where I made like $3,400 from a token drop. So hopefully the same thing happens with Ash. Hopefully I can make some money that way. I just saw this on Avagachi and I was like, ooh, the floor is kind of thin until it goes up to 1,000 for the Wizard Visor. So that's cool. That's another item. What do you want, Af? This is what Avagachi is going to look like. This is what I wanted to show like a while ago, the video of the gachi moving around the world and like what it's going to look like. I think this is just kind of like a preemptive what it might look like in the future type of thing. I found this other picture too. Maybe this is the wall and like a tower and they're walking around. I don't know, but I thought it was cute and I retweeted it. Also, Aflac. Hey, hold on. Stop it. I'm like really worried because he's been scratching his eye, and when I look in the eye, it doesn't look like an infection, but he's just scratching the outside of it, and that makes me worry because I had a dog that had allergies, and I think he has allergies now from this new food, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta go back to cooking him meatballs all the time. So, because I was cooking him meatballs. Anyway, VeVe had a drop, which was called Voltron. One of my friends like loves Voltron. I didn't even know about it. I didn't even know about the drop. It sold out immediately, but then as soon as the market hit, like there were secondary sales. So I bought one for 150 gems. I have like 380 and most of it is profit. So I was like, okay. So I bought that and I'm trying to flip it, but I don't know if there's still a market for Voltron or what's going on. Some of the rare ones are listed for like 1,000, so I'm hoping the price goes up. I'm just going to give it time. It's from DreamWorks. So hopefully it's a special thing that people want. I don't know, but that's what happened on VeVe today. Today I completed 200 drawings for my project, so I'm now 2% of the way towards my NFT goal of creating 10,000 one-of-one pieces. So I'm kind of like panicking a little bit, like, oh my God, am I going to be able to have 10,000 unique ideas? Like, we'll just see. I was in a Twitter space earlier this morning where people were sharing their work. I love those. Those are so much fun. And this one girl, she shared this picture of Stop Bombing. And she said the umbrella meant something. And I like how it's like holding up this curtain. And so her umbrella is like stopping it. It kind of looks like rain, but they're bombs. Like really, really, cool. Because she's from, or she either had an experience or she's from a place where she's had like really tough experiences like that, like traumatic stuff. And she put it into art and it's really beautiful. So I'm happy for her and I wanted to share that. This was the reminder of that it's coming out at 3 p.m. And as soon as I saw this, like, oh my God, it's going to be at 3 p.m. I was so happy that I don't have to like dig through the Discord and drive myself nuts. Like yesterday was a day where I was going nuts. I was like, what the hell is the code? I can't figure it out. I'm fucking lost. And somebody, thank God, helped me because, I love the easy ones where it's like you listen, I get to ask a question and there's the word and then I can help people if they need it and boom, that's it. I saw this and I was like, Oh, that's so amazing. Look at this Riverside Bored Ape IPA, North Pier, Bored Ape 1845 American IPA. This is so cool. Like, I love this. I love NFT drinks. Like, this looks amazing. And then you could keep the can if you want. Like, it's so cool. I just love it. Just got our new Board API Club beer yesterday, started serving it tonight at Riverside Vero, getting ready for a Board Ape meetup soon. Let's go. We're all going to make it. So, really, really cute. Love that. And it looks like that's it for now. So if you like this video, please leave a comment and like it and subscribe. You could turn notification bells on Twitter and YouTube to get my latest stuff. And if you want to help me directly, this is my project. It's called The Evolution of Flowers. I think we've sold 8 pieces so far, so that's kind of awesome. And that's it. Pretty soon, after 2 pieces, the floor is going to go up to 0.05. So I'm excited for that. And that's all for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.